Hey everybody, Chris here, and I'm here to sell you on a unique investment opportunity. I'm here, hat in hand, to desperately beg and plead for I'm here to run a Patreon campaign. For those of you who don't know what that is, Patreon is a site where users can donate to support content creators for producing work. It's like Kickstarter, but instead of generating a large amount of money for a single project, it's more about continuous funding of an ongoing project like this show. You can think of it like a PayPal tip jar without all the nightmare of dealing with PayPal. Regardless, it's a way for anyone who wants to support the show monetarily to do so. Your first response is probably, why not just rely on ads like every other YouTuber? Well, ads are a bad idea for this show for two key reasons. First, YouTube's monetization policy has grown increasingly unreliable for just about all shows. ContentID checks, valid or not, can torpedo any ability to make money on a video. Then there are the delays in getting videos out we're likely to see with their new mandatory review system for monetization. Second, ads don't really care about anything other than the number of eyeballs you can generate. This means YouTube is great for strong personalities that pull out daily vlogs. They function almost like a morning radio show host you can listen to anytime and make part of your daily routine. But the sort of criticism I do means I only put out pieces once or twice a month. So where I'm getting 20 to 50,000 views a month, someone with my subscriber base doing vlogs would get that much a day. If vlogs were put out on every weekday, about 20 a month, that would mean I'm earning somewhere between 5 and 10% of what a vlogger would earn. The people who can make a living on YouTube are the people who can put out massive amounts of content. Unfortunately, long-term, heavily edited criticism takes too much time to do that with. They just aren't profitable on an ad-based system unless you're crazy popular and can offset the lack of videos with a massive view count, and it's clear that I'm not doing that. Before I get into the details though, these crowdfunding things are tricky and I don't want to be the Veronica Mars or Zach Braff of video game criticism fundraising. There are plenty of game critics literally making their living off of Patreon right now, and if you're interested in supporting someone who could really use the money, please consider subscribing to them. I'd love to make more, or any, money off of this venture, and I'd even love to make it my full-time job someday, but I'd love writers I respect to be warm and well-fed more than that. That said, if you're a fan of the show and are interested in seeing it survive and even grow, even a small subscription would be sincerely appreciated. The money will help fund production. Monthly subscriptions to Photoshop and Premiere pretty much cancel out most of my current YouTube earnings, so any other expense, web hosting, game purchases for reference footage or review, video capture devices, newer computers to handle editing of HD videos, not to mention the immense amount of time making these things, is largely out of pocket. Errant Signal has been fun to make, but it's also cost me a lot of money. Production value increases don't come from just hard work alone. Finally, the gritty details. I'm running this campaign on a monthly basis, which works well since that's about how often I release videos anyways, but note that it also supports whatever writing I can squeeze in addition to the videos. You're making all of that possible. I'm working on figuring out patron-only content, but that's kinda tricky. Between a day job and making videos, I don't have time to do a whole additional piece of content just for subscribers, and I'd prefer that all the writing and videos I do be publicly available. Still, I'd love to do something as a thank you to anyone who subscribes, so if anyone has any ideas, please let me know. Anyways, regardless of whether you subscribe or not, thanks for watching. Now I'm gonna get back to writing about video games.